Good morning, everyone. Let's get ready. It's Monday, Easter Monday. SpellCraft Lethal Cosmetics. I have not used this palette yet, so we're gonna use it today. And I did dig out. I swatched this last night. I did also go ahead and grab the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions, the first one, because I think this will be good for mattes to use in this palette. But yeah, we're going to use this one, create a look. I tell you what, I went through, last night I was standing there at my shelf, because I have palettes over there, palettes over here, pulling palettes out and swatching them, and so I was walking around with swatches on my arm, and I was just like, holy moly. And then, of course, I woke up this morning, group chat, and some of my friends in there, I think we're all in the same boat. Some of us have more, what do you call it? Self-control and whatnot, when it comes to buying eyeshadow palettes. But I think the overall general consensus between the friend group that we have is that we want to use what we have, because it's true, like Eden said, every time we bring something new in, it's pushing everything else back. And we were speaking of eyeshadow palettes, and of course I popped in and I was like, yeah, but it's with everything, all categories, blush, bronzers, mascaras, foundations, everything. Every time we bring something new in, it's pushing back everything else. And a lot of the times it's stuff that we actually really, really, really enjoy. I mean, like I said, last night I was swatching palettes. A couple of days ago I found myself swatching palettes and being like, why am I not using this? And it's because I'm using new things all the time. So I need to come up with a plan that I can actually stick to when it comes to eyeshadow palettes and my purchasing of them. I'm not going to tell you guys what my plan is, because I need to actually come up with a plan that I know is feasible and that will actually work for me, because I'm not a stone cold turkey kind of person where I'm going to be like, oh, I'm doing it. A no buy will not work for me. I already know that. But I do have to strap on my big girl boots, and I need to limit myself. I feel like the rest of the makeup categories, I'd be fine not really buying anything else. Feeling the need, oh, I need this new blush, or oh, I need this. It's the eyeshadow palettes for me. So, yeah, we'll see what I end up doing. Anyway, let's get into makeup. I'm not going to wear the KVD foundation today. I did wear it yesterday. I will say that I didn't like it on my chin. It was very patchy, and it just looked really weird on my chin, and then of course right in here. I'm going to try out the Laura Mercier one today, and then I'll use the KVD one probably Wednesday. I have work tomorrow, so I don't want to wear it tomorrow. Should I wear it today again and just see? Yeah, never mind. Let's just do it, because I don't have work today. Let's do KVD. Maybe it's because I put the Tur setting spray on underneath. But I'm going to shake it. I'm not going to put as much on my face this time. But I did not like how it was looking on my nose or chin at all. But I did like the complexion. I'm still waiting. I'm hoping the ice cream beauty box, I didn't check this morning. I should have checked to see if it was out for delivery or today or not. Waiting for that to come in so I can finish packing up the giveaway box. I know lots of people have different thoughts of opinions when it comes to makeup purchases. It's honestly, to me, no different than, it's like, I guess you could consider it a hobby or whatever, or collecting, however you want to see it. It's no different, honestly, like with people who are collecting Pokemon cards, Lego, video games, action figures, clothing, shoes, purses. Okay, that's spread on. I did a lot less than yesterday. But yes, I did mention yesterday, maybe it wasn't in a beauty video, but I don't want to be idolizing my freaking makeup. I just want to play with it and enjoy it. I don't need to have a... I know some people are like, oh, you got way too much. Yeah, maybe I do. Okay, so I have a lot less on my chin this time. I don't like how this one looked on the nose yesterday at all, so I'm gonna, because I end up blowing my nose a lot throughout the day, I'm gonna not keep a whole lot on my nose to begin with. But as moisturized as I am, it really does just sit. Can you guys see? It really does just sit in there. That's the wrong brush. Trying to make sure I don't see it sitting funny anywhere. I do like the coverage that it has. It could be maybe that, I don't know. It looks nice. I don't think this is one that I don't think this is gonna be a foundation that I'm like, whoa, really like this one. It's nice coverage and that, but anyways, it's one to play with. We'll see. Okay, let's Sephora contour stick. I'm trying to stay off new beauty releases too. I did a couple of months ago, I unfollowed a bunch of pages that are like constantly advertising new products. For me though, like I said, the most part it's the eyeshadow palettes. I might go and unfollow some more things today. As well. I'm talking about Instagram too, because Instagram is where I don't have TikTok. I had it, got rid of it because I thought TikTok was kind of not my thing. even though it is kind of similar to Instagram, I prefer Instagram over TikTok. I don't like TikTok at all. I'm trying to get my Instagram feed filled with like scripture, like devotionals, cooking, working out. And I like to see it have next to no beauty content besides my friends. And I'll keep like a couple of people who I like seeing how they do their makeup on there. But I think, even though, so sometimes too on Instagram, when there's giveaways and whatnot, they want you to like be following the pages and stuff like that. And this morning when I got up, I was like, yes, I'd love to be able to win the giveaways and that, but I don't want to constantly see like makeup products when I go on my feed. So if I want something bad enough, I can buy it without having, like, I don't need to win the giveaway from a brand. So I think there are some brands I'm gonna unfollow, at least for the time being, while I come up with a plan of how I'm gonna, what I'm gonna do to help cut way back. I do have a job, guys. My husband and I both do. Everything's paid in that. I don't need people saying, oh, don't go into debt for this and that. We're both working. Everything's paid. Obviously, not everybody's in the same situation. And no, not everybody can go out and just buy things when they want. We certainly weren't always able to. Okay, what am I looking for? Oh, actually, one sec. I already dug something out. Never mind. We're going to use the Saie Sunmelt. For the cream bronzer. But yeah, I've said it a couple of times anyways this past year, I don't want to be spending all the money that I make on makeup. But I sucker myself into purchasing things. No one else does. It's me. I do think the Ipsy box is more than enough, especially because you get a good variety of things in there. Skincare and makeup. I should ask Matt what he thinks I should do, actually. He really, at the end of the day, he doesn't care. But I should ask him his opinion. Should I give myself a monthly budget or give myself a limit on how many items? I don't know. I know a big thing right now for me is not having Sephora on my phone. Okay, that's done. Then we're going to use Swim Shady from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. I know lots of people, they do a budget. Which probably is the best bet. But it's making sure you actually stick to it. Morning, sunshine.
How dare you wake me up to the words, it's snowing.
I know, it's snowing. Just lightly. I don't think it's sticking. Looks like it's too wet to stick. I think it's ridiculous that I have today. I've been off the past 4 days. I'm going to work tomorrow. Then I'm going to have 2 days off again. And then I'll be working 4 days. I'll be working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think I have Tuesday off, work Wednesday. Have Thursday off, work Friday, then have Saturday off. And I think I'll definitely be walking home tomorrow after work. Because Matt is doing 12s now, because they're doing a big thing. Annabelle. I wish I knew how much was left in here. Because it doesn't twist up. Like, it's self-sharpening, but like there's no way for me to twist the pencil up to see how much product is in here. That is a bit driving me nuts. My mirror did come in. It's a good size. But it came in yesterday. Michelle was like, watch the mirror come in and be bigger than your head. I mean, it's not far off. A little bit bigger, and it'd be bigger than my head. This one did come in 2 different sizes. Do I know the name of it? No. I found this one on Amazon because of Andrea. We all know I cannot pronounce her last name. But she has a mirror. I think it's the exact mirror. But every time I was watching her videos, I was like, look at that mirror. And then a couple of months ago, I was watching one of her videos. She was talking about the mirror. So I went on Amazon to look for it. Found it. There's different companies though with the mirror. So I just went for one that wasn't too expensive. And then I just finally bit the bullet and ordered it a couple of days ago. Because the mirror that I did order, that I did not think it was going to be so tiny, was this one here. This one here was on Amazon. I was like, darn, it's so pretty. But the people were, they made it look like the mirror was the size of their heads in the photos, when in fact, though, it's like a toddler mirror. Why couldn't you make this like this size? Such a pretty mirror, too. Okay, we'll leave the brows right here for now. I'm just having a protein shake this morning. No coffee in it because I ran out. I actually got to make some more cold brew coffee today. Cheaper to make it at home than be buying it from Starbucks when you're at work. Lawless, Pinch My Cheeks in the shade Rosebud. Because I think this look will end up looking cool toned, so I'm gonna try and stick with some cool tone blushes today. You could definitely use a more dense brush in here, but I'm just using a nice fluffy one. Grace and I did go for a walk yesterday to Shoppers Drug Mart. She needed shampoo. I did swatch the new Hoola cream bronzer. I swatched the light one plus the original. The light one's really light actually, but I was like, and then I think I have to go back and swatch them again. It's on my wish list, but I don't think I'm actually gonna get that one. It feels very thin. It feels thinner than the Saie one. And then I did swatch the powdered bronzer from, oh goodness gracious, was it Guerlain? No, Estee Lauder. I swatched a powdered bronzer and a couple of blushes from Estee Lauder. I think I might know what I'm getting for my birthday, but we shall see. My birthday's not till July. Chris wished me a happy birthday yesterday. Chris, my birthday's not till July. I was just talking about my birthday, that's all. Because I don't want to order anything from Sephora till July. I want to make Sephora like a special treat. Unless I'm getting like my skincare. I don't want to buy any makeup from Sephora. Unless it's like a VIB sale. Like some kind of big sale or my birthday. This is MAC in the shade Desert Rose. I feel like I haven't had this blush very long, but it's like hard pan. So the other two are not. I feel like this one here for some reason is. But it is a nice color. Then we do have the iconic London highlighter. All this will be down in the description box. All right, now we can start on the eyes. So I'm gonna start out in the Patrick Ta palette. I'm gonna open up this other palette so I can see the shades that are in here. Actually, maybe I'll start with this shade right here. I did not grab a cloth. All right, we'll start it with this shade here. Yeah, I swatched this palette last night and I was like, holy moly. So darn pretty. Oh yeah, so Grace and I went to Shoppers Drug Mart. I did buy something for myself. I bought two of my favorite Rimmel brow pencils. I got two of those. Grace got shampoo, and there was something else that we picked up. Shampoo, two brow pencils. What the heck? There was something else. Anyways, I used my points and I paid $4. It was supposed to be like 20-something dollars. What on earth was the other thing we bought? It wasn't makeup or anything. I don't remember, but both my brow pencils were on for like $6, so I grabbed 2. And she got shampoo, but what the hell else did we buy? Hey Grace,
What?
When we were at Shoppers yesterday, what did we buy? We got a bottle of shampoo and 2 eyebrow pencils. There was something else though. Because without me using my points, it would have been $24. What was the 4th thing that we bought at Shoppers?
You bought my shampoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, those 2 eyebrow pencils.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you got a blush.
No.
You didn't?
No. We swatched blushes. Those blushes were $70. I definitely did not buy a blush. Was it just those 3 things?
Probably. I don't remember buying anything else.
How much was your shampoo? Because your shampoo, there's no way that was...
My shampoo was like 12.
$12?
Yeah, it was.
So 12 and...
It was Old Spice.
Holy moly. Maybe we didn't. That adds up. That makes sense price-wise. $24. If her shampoo was 12 and my pencils were $6 each, $24. I only paid $4 because I used my points. I thought for sure there was something else. And I know for a fact it was not makeup because I only bought 2 brow pencils. Okay. I'm going to go into... probably these 2 shades right here. Maybe that one. Kind of just start building up out here. Because the mattes that are in the Lethal palette are kind of dark. And I don't want to just automatically go into dark shades.
So we can have a bagels, right?
You can have one, yeah. Now, they're a heck of a lot thicker than what I gave you last night. Now, I'm going to recommend throwing it in the air fryer for a few minutes.
Why are they thicker?
Because the one that we taste tested last night, I had sliced the egg across this way. I meal prepped a couple of breakfasts for myself for this week, but I told Grace she could go ahead and have one. We taste tested one last night and it was good. So I took a thing of, I was going through the fridge and I found a container of cottage cheese. I'm the only one here who will eat cottage cheese, but I don't eat it as is. Anyways, I'd seen that it expired April 11th. It expiring doesn't mean it's gone bad. It's just, you want to use it sooner rather than later. Anyways, it was like, not a huge container, but like a container probably like this big, cottage cheese. Well, I dumped it in a mixing bowl, cracked like 8 eggs into it, put some like different seasonings, some protein milk, whisked it up, sprayed a glass dish, poured it in there and baked it. I would do it for like 2 minutes probably. Is the bottom soggy? I'm just kind of curious.
I'm retarded.
If you want, you can take the egg and slice it, or are you fine with it like that? So I just put some seasonings. I didn't add no cheese, nothing, just some seasonings. I think I did Parmesan, herb and Parmesan seasoning. A little bit of Himalayan sea salts because cottage cheese is bland, and some pepper. Oh, and a little dash of hot honey seasoning.
Hot sauce.
No, I said hot honey seasoning. Anyways, I baked that, and when it came out, like when I put it in the baking dish, it was like this. When it was done, it was like this. It rose so much. It did fall a bit, but like the breakfast sandwiches are like this thick because the egg in the middle is like this. It's so good. Grace and I did go ahead and I cut one up. I put that on a sourdough bagel with plain cream cheese and some Cajun chicken, but it's like deli meat Cajun chicken. Anyways, so good.
Hey,
Yeah.
did I do that right?
Dear Lord, get that away from me.
Did I do it right?
I have to see a photo. Get your foot down.
It's the way around.
Trying to traumatize me? Big ass foot.
I don't know what you're doing. Yourself.
On your sausage toes.
I got sausage toes.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Anyways, I made those last night. Grace is gonna have one there now. It's good. They're super high protein. So they'll be filling. But I did that. I made those last night before bed. And
Okay, what time did you go to bed?
I think I was up until 11:30, 12. You? 2 o'clock?
Around, yeah.
Why?
Couldn't fall asleep. I wasn't tired at all.
I'm gonna go into this shade right here. Pretty.
Hey, did you tell him how you betrayed me on our fasting?
No.
How dare you?
We're technically starting it today. Today's Monday. It was Grace and I are going to be fasting from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. to help each other out. I've done fasting before.
How am I supposed to get this out?
Use a spatula or something. Just do it carefully. We're going to do fasting starting today. So we're not going to eat after 7 p.m. tonight. We both want to lose weight. I mostly want us to get healthy. So I told her one thing we can do as a start is fast. No eating after 7 p.m. And no eating at least till 7 a.m. But I'll probably end up not eating until... It depends on if I have work or not, but... The days where I have work, I'll probably break my fast at like 7:30. And then the days I don't have work, I'll probably break it around 10 or 11 in the morning.
Told me to be careful. Open that back for my phone anyway.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably give myself a couple extra hours. What?
Nothing. It's been annoying.
Grace just doesn't know. I didn't tell her yet that the fasting means you can drink water or like green tea or like black tea or coffee. There's no pop, even if it's 0 calorie pop. The reason being is because the pop still has stuff in it that can spike your blood sugar. So I think we're down to 1 case of that Sprite. Is that 0?
No.
Well, we're down to 1 case of pop. Normally we have Coke Zero in the house, but I'm not gonna bring cases in the house no more. That's a pretty color, that one right there. That shouldn't be surprising to you guys though. I'm gonna actually take that in the lower lash line as well. Are you making tea?
No.
Coffee?
Yeah. Can't believe it's snowing and I was out there last night.
I know.
I should have known it was cold out.
Well, even when we went out, it was cold. Okay, I'm gonna go into this one right here. That one looks light in the mirror, but it looks dark on my end. Just gonna keep this one focused right out here. Okay, there are two shimmers that I want to use. I know I want to use this one and this one, or was it this one and that one?
Sparkle, sparkle.
Well, I'm gonna start with this one here.
Are these clean?
No,
Why not?
because they're not. There's not enough in there.
Yes. There's plenty in there.
You need to get the dishes out of your room. Put them in there.
None of them will fit in there.
Some of them will.
I got new soap.
That's pretty.
Silicone.
Yep.
Hey, you're trying to get mold?
Read the package. That is a pretty shimmer.
You have pods in here?
Are there any what?
Pods?
I'm not sure. I'm over here. I can't see from this distance. I do want to go a little bit into, oh my.
Oh gosh. I threw up in my mouth.
Excellent.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm going to go into this one right here.
You. Oh. You got to take the chicken and throw up. Ugh.
Super sparkly. Did you chug something?
No. Oh god, it is horrible. I could taste like chicken and something this nasty. Ugh. That's horrible.
So pretty. Wow. So pretty. It looks like that one up there looks like it would be like a really scary like blue shimmer to use, this one here, but it isn't. It's very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the shade right here. And blend that up over the edge here. I must have got my finger on my face. That's pretty. I'm gonna go into this one, and I think maybe this one. Yeah. Actually, let's just go into that dark purple first. So I'm just going into this one right here.
I'm just be jump scare one David's door every time I leave that dark at me. He's scared as shit. Holy. How many are there? 56. Okay, I'm trying to make sure.
I need
breakfast. Have you eaten yet?
no.
You need breakfast.
I'm starting out with a shake.
What's supper?
Chicken wings, baked potatoes, corn on the cob.
You got sour cream?
Nope.
Dang it.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't. We got bacon and cheese. I did not think to buy, I wasn't thinking about sour cream, honestly.
Did Dad be willing to just to go get that real quick?
He's not off work until 7.
7.
Yeah.
Here, I thought I had it bad having to go back to going from 8 hours for school in a few months.
I want to clean up some of the glitter that got down.
It's 10, 11.
It's what?
10, 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's a lot of glitter down there. Okay. I'm gonna grab a different brush. Well, yeah, I don't want that dark color. I'm gonna go into this one first. Then I'm gonna go into this one. When I'm done here, I'm gonna go get laundry going since I have to go back to work tomorrow. I think I might need my work clothes washed. Do a little bit of cleaning, but not much. Gonna go into this one here. I would like to watch at least one movie today. I'm not sure what one yet though. I haven't 4 days off, 3 days off so far. Today's day 4. I haven't watched a single movie. Besides, I did watch Zootopia with Grace the other day. Does it have a shimmer in it? Yes, it does. Okay. I was asked about this. Again, makeup that I'm putting on my face is in my description box, but it's the Makeup Forever Artist highlighter in Cheerful Beige. It's a matte highlighter. I'm going to use this up here, kind of around. I don't like shimmer glow. I prefer matte up here on the eyes. Not like some people like sparkly highlighter up here. I don't. Then I'll take some of this, put it in here as well, just to brighten it up a little bit. I like those shimmers. Those are pretty, 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 pretty. I'm going to take this brush, nothing extra on it. At least I know if I want a purple look, this Lethal Cosmetics one's a good one to come into. Or if I want like a nice, like a different... Where's my foundation brush? Or if I want like a different kind of shimmer, this would be a good one to come into for the shimmers. This is my first Lethal Cosmetics palette. So far, so good. It's pretty. Purple is my favorite color. But I don't wear purple often on the eyes. I mostly go like mauvey, pinky, peach. That's got to get washed.
Why do you have a pillow on the counter?
Oh, that's Grace. Alright, I feel like I need something else on the lower lash line. But, I mean, blush in that is on, but it's looking dull. So I'm going to add more blush.
See how hard it was raining earlier?
No.
No?
I know it was snowing. Why did it rain earlier?
Yeah, well, it's right now it's mixed.
We're going to use the Hourglass powder again today. Yeah.
My fish doesn't like SpongeBob.
How do you know?
Because he just said he doesn't. Oh, after adventures, they get discoveries, and depending on what you say, it makes them like or dislike something.
Really?
Yeah. He doesn't like SpongeBob. I know a treat.
That's pretty. I don't even know if there's... I don't think there's a shift. Is there? I don't think there is, but it is definitely pretty. It's pretty. I feel like for this palette, I'm going to probably get the most use out of the shimmers with it. There's only 2 shades at the moment I could say I probably won't, I'll get not a whole lot of use out of, and it's probably going to be this one. And maybe the gray, but we'll see about that. This goes from that color blue to, oh, you guys probably might be able to see it, but purple. It goes from like a bright blue to a purple. If you could see in the mirror there. So far, so good. I like the shimmers. They're shimmering. The mattes seem easy to blend. It's not my ideal color story, but this was on my wish list for a long time. Finally got it because I am really into the mauve-y purple tones. Man, that's so pretty. The shifts that some of these have are so pretty. Like, I want to use this one and this one. Like, to my eye, they both... This one goes from like a purple to what looks like a bronzy green color. I don't know. And then this one looks like it goes from like a pink to like a gold. I don't know. Very pretty. Happy I have it. Like I said, I think though for the most part, I'll definitely get a lot of use out of the shimmers in this palette. And a couple of the mattes. Some of the mattes, maybe not a lot of use because I don't use this. I won't use that one. Like, I know that already. There's a black in here. I don't use black very often. And if I do, it'd probably just be on my upper lash line or something. The 2 Patrick Ta palettes, I will use them like on their own solo. I think for the most part though, I will get use out of the mattes by using them with palettes like this where I need some, you know, different kind of matte tones. And obviously I'll use the shimmers in there too. Alright, for lips, I think I'm going to do the same lip as yesterday, which is the Give One Dewyplump. Because we're at the halfway mark of this one. I have several lip products that I'm trying to use up. Honestly, I probably should take all the lip products I want to try and use up and put them into a small little basket and keep that in my drawer here. I need mascara. Let's spray the face. Let's use... Where did I put my setting sprays? Down here. We'll use the e.l.f. I feel like it's not really even hitting my face, but it is. And then we need some mascara. Those shimmers are pretty, 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 pretty. We will use the Sephora Lash Love the Lift mascara. This one feels like it's on its last leg. I guess before I forget, not that I have to tell you guys, but I will. I did go ahead, I don't know if you guys seen, I don't know if I mentioned it or not. Odin's Eye has like the mystery boxes going right now. There's like a small and a large. I did order the large. I wasn't going to initially, but my interest has been piqued. I have a couple of palettes from them. Well, actually, palettes is the only thing that I do have from them. If I do get a repeat palette, I will gift it so that someone else can try them. I have plenty of girls at work who haven't even heard of Odin's Eye. And they also like to play in makeup. So if I get a repeat palette, I will just gift it to one of my coworkers. Man, that's pretty. Trying to debate. I gotta put mascara on the other eye. I don't like that foundation. I like the coverage. I wonder if it was like a shade darker, if maybe it wouldn't be so noticeable with the patchiness, but it probably still would be. It's like separating on my chin, but not as bad as yesterday because I didn't put as much on today. I feel like I have a coworker because some of them are pretty pasty white, like they're white. I think between, I gotta put mascara on the other eye, but I think between this palette and Flying Fiddles, ooh, I don't know. I've only done one look with each so far. They're both different brands. Can I pick which one I like more? Not yet. Can I tell you which one I think I'm gonna get more use out of though? Probably Flying Fiddles. But I like taking out palettes and combining them, like using them with other palettes. I do think I'll get more use out of Flying Fiddles. Who knows, maybe I'll even use these ones together to create a look. Flying Fiddles I used yesterday. There's so many shimmers in there I want to use. If you have this one here, SpellCraft, let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? Do you like the formula? Do you like the color story? Is there something missing in it for you? I think it's good if you like purples and darker eye looks. The only way I think to really not go dark in here is to stick with these two mattes here in a shimmer, or go light-handed with that one and this one in a shimmer. I do want to do a look with that gray though, that gray matte. See how that turns out. What did I say I was going to do on Wednesday? I don't remember. I do know I want to use the Cosmic Beauty. They changed their name from Cosmic Brushes to Cosmic Beauty. I do know I want to use the Cosmic Beauty, the Neutrals palette, because I swatched that last night and I was like, oh my gosh, like some of the shades in there are so creamy. And then I want to use Morgan Turner's palette again, and I want to use one of the Kylie palettes. There was another palette, there was a few palettes I pulled out last night and I was like, I want to use all of these like on my eyes right now. I want to use my Ensley Rain palettes. Ensley Rain is my favorite indie brand. Okay, tell me this. If you could only buy eyeshadow palettes from 3 brands the rest of your life, what 3 brands would you choose? I would choose Ensley Rain, Natasha Denona. Ooh. The third one would be kind of hard because ColourPop or... That's a good one. Who would I choose as a third one? I know Ensley Rain and Natasha Denona automatically for eyeshadow palettes the rest of my life. So if you could only pick 3 brands to get eyeshadow palettes from the rest of your life, what 3 brands would you choose? That's a good one. I think I would ColourPop because they have a good formula, and as long as they keep doing their 9-pan palettes, their 9-pan palettes to me are fantastic. You might have thought I was going to say Makeup by Mario, but he doesn't have like a huge array of palettes to buy from. He's got like what, 4? 3 technically. There goes the how did it get down there? And it's got one of my hairs in it now. Yeah, I like his palettes, but if I could only have 3 brands to choose from for palettes the rest of my life, it definitely would not be him. If you could only buy blush from 3 brands the rest of your life, who would you go with? NARS would be one for me. NARS for powder blush, matte powder blush, ELF for liquid blushes, and then for something a little Patrick Ta for his blush duos. And as a blush loving lady, I have a lot of blush that I like, but I would go with those 3. Okay, and then here's this question. If you could only purchase makeup from 3 brands the rest of your life, so like the whole entire category of makeup, what 3 brands would you buy makeup from for the rest of your life? That's one to think about. So I'd have to like actually sit and think like, okay, who could I do a full face with and be happy with? I think I'd say Revlon. Makeup by Mario. What's another brand I could see me doing full face with and being happy with? I was gonna say NARS, but no. Because I don't like their Laguna bronzer. Although you could use the bronzer from another brand. Makeup by Mario, Revlon. If I wasn't gonna be like doing like colorful looks and stuff like that, no more like indie inspired eye looks, then who would I go with? L'Oreal, because they have good bronzers, blushes, foundations, they have mascara, brow products. Yeah, maybe I go with those 3. Anyways, let me know. This is the final look, guys. I like it. The eyes are definitely purple. They're a little bit dark, but I didn't go dark, too dark on the lower lash line to take away or close. I don't want to close my eyes off. I do think I have mascara right there. Anyways, I think it looks nice. I do think the Hourglass powder does give me a glow. I like that gloss a lot. Skin looks nice. I don't think I like that KVD foundation though, not for me. I'll decide if I'm going to use it up or pass it along, since I've only used it twice. We'll see. I might have to play around with it or actually suck it up, get a primer and try a primer with it. I got glitter everywhere, but it's okay. Anyways, let me know. I feel like I'm looking like a sweaty grease ball right now. Tone that down a little bit. Anyways, everything that's been used will be in the description box. Alright folks, thanks for hanging out. Let me know what you think of today's look. I like it. Those are so shiny. Like, very pretty. Like, should we decide what we're going to use tomorrow? I'm doing an early morning shift tomorrow. So I want to keep my makeup tomorrow, like, nice, kind of fresh. Not overpowering. You'll see what I pick tomorrow morning. Alright, thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good Monday.